I think it's super important to have a mentor kind of serving as a guiding light, particularly if you're into what we're doing. If you're an artist, period, in any lane, because the thing is, there's no training for this. Like, anybody who's an artist, anybody who's a manager, anybody who's a promoter, anybody that has any contact with you in this realm, we're not getting trained on this. We're learning as we go. Just like when we talked about earlier, like, you learn from your earlier episodes and then started building and building and building to where it is now, and even still learning now. So it's just like, to have a mentor to kind of guide you through and be like, yo, look out for this, speak to this person, talk to this person, leave that person alone, fall back. You know, a lot of folks don't even have folks to say fall back. It's just all, I'm gonna get on the gram and we gonna thug it out and blah blah blah, and next thing you know, somebody ends up getting hurt. You know what I mean? Like, you need the OGs, you need the mentors, you need the cats to kind of put their arm around you and be like, yo man, do this way, or I suggest you do it this way. It's super important. I think if I didn't have that, I'd probably have a job right now. Like, I'd probably be working just and kind of doing music on the side. But I think that with my father, like, he kind of showed me that it could be done. Like, it can be done without, having to turn in a W-2. Like, it can be done on your own if you're consistent and if you work smart. Like, if you you line your ducks up and you make it happen, then you can do it. And I think that with certain mentors, with certain OGs, I think that they can instill that in some of the younger cats. And I've seen it happen, because I used to teach too. Like, I used to teach music when I moved out to DC in 2006. Taught for 5 years, and I literally saw kids do 180s just because they learned how to play an instrument. Because what music class used to do was it leveled the playing field. So where, you got the cat who was the big time athlete, he comes in music class and he can't play nothing. Meanwhile, here's the little nerdy dude who gets picked on all day. He's coming in like this. And then it's like, oh, okay, so he does have something special. And I worked with special ed kids, and kids that was basically like 1 foot in jail, 1 foot out. All of them had lawyers. All of them it was all court appointed. Learning an instrument and learning that you have a talent is a super confidence booster to these kids. So it's just like, if they're able to do that, it's a life changer. It's incredible, man. And I haven't done that since 2011 because the school closed, but I'm still in contact with some of the kids. Some of the kids still reach out to me for advice. They were reaching out to me sometimes for advice on like colleges. What was your college experience like? I want to try blah, blah, blah. A kid just reached out to me last week, actually. And, it's just dope because it's like, you never know what your impact is going to be or who's watching or who's listening. And a lot of times when they are, like, they're really studying you. And, to have somebody be like, you're my idol, you're my inspiration. When I was 14 years old, like, you took me under and you spent extra time with me, or you told me, such and such, or, you told me to dress nicely. You know what I mean? It's like, it's funny what cats remember of you and remember from you, where it's just, it could just be the smallest thing and you're making an impact. So, I mean, that mentor look, like, that's super important. And I really think that there needs to be, somehow more programs, because I think we kind of tailing away from it, because a lot of our culture is based on self-made, and I did this solo, or it's just me and my team and no new friends and all that, which, I mean, to an extent, but it's like, at some point, you may have to listen to somebody who's been there before. They may have something impactful to say to you.